Hey, well, thanks for clicking on my video. Today, we're gonna do every mile of Route 213 in Ohio. Right now, we are on Route 22, going over the Steubenville Bridge into Ohio. We're in West Virginia, and we are heading over the bridge into Steubenville, and then about a mile north off of Route 7, we are going to get on 213. Yes, we are. Yeah, I thought it'd be cool to start the video now. Good to see a little bit more. I've been getting some watchers. I appreciate people watching my videos, subscribing. It's really cool. I enjoy making these videos. Today I have to go to Carrollton, Ohio again, and I got to take a class on H2S gas because I have accepted a job in the oil field again. I am hauling crude oil, so I have to have this class so I'll be qualified to be on oil pads, because H2S is a very dangerous poison. All right, now we are merging on to 7 North and 22, same road right now. Yeah, here in just about 45 seconds, we're going to be up to the turn to get on 213. That's Ohio River there to the right. Sun's not out, but it's still a pretty day. It looks like the river is completely frozen over at the moment. Today is probably February 2nd, that's what I'm guessing. All right, we're gonna need to merge to the right here and get on 7 North. 22 is gonna keep on going. Today is February 3rd. So we're gonna turn left right here at this stoplight. And that's where 213 begins. It's really weird. 213 begins and ends on Route 7. So we're gonna get on 213 here off of 7 here in Steubenville. We are on the north side of Steubenville. And we're gonna curve around on 213, and then we're gonna go through Irondale, I think, Ohio. And then we're gonna get back on Route 7 just about a mile from Wellsville, Ohio, which is almost to East Liverpool. And then after that, we're gonna make a video of Route 39 from Wellsville all the way to Carrollton, Ohio. All right, we got to make a right here to get on 213. I don't know if I've drove all of it or not before, but we're going to today. We got to look for turns and stuff to make sure we stay on there. But I know the first thing you do is you go up this great big hill. You have to climb this mountain, basically. I like making these videos. It gives me something to do, and it's entertaining, makes time go by. And I actually just like riding around. A lot of people think that I need to make my my channel about one subject, but I think that would be a good idea if you were, you know, making a, you know, if you were trying to have a channel that you was going to try to become Mr. Beast with, you know, basically. But you know, not Mr. Beast doesn't do the same topic every video. Wow, that's a pretty cool place. Now, I don't know the names of all these communities or nothing up through here. That beeping noise is when I have a 2022 Toyota Tacoma, and you can see it in the thumbnail. And it's just a two-wheel drive with a 2.5 in it, but it does have, if I get over on the white line too far, or if I go over the yellow line, it will start beeping and let me know that you are trying to crash. That's pretty cool. There's a little place to eat. I didn't even know that place was there, and I didn't catch the name of it, but looks good. And there's another place down there called the Ice Cream Acre. I guess they're just kind of trying to doodle it out. You know what I'm saying? I know that this is a very curvy, beautiful road. Yeah, last Sunday was the big snowstorm. So the roads are pretty well cleared off now. Today is Wednesday. And but nothing's really melted, you know. It's not going to, not for weeks. Dollar General store. You know, it's hard to find a Dollar General store these days. Pleasant Hill. That may be the little community that we're in right now. Not for sure. Yep. Pleasant Hill Presbyterian Church. Pleasant Hill Fire Department. Like there was an air gun and archery place. Look at this, 15-mile-an-hour curve. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. There's definitely some curves. Looks like they're making pallets over there. Might be an Amish facility. Coming up to another community. Perkin, P-E-K-I-N. Pekin. It looks like we're coming up on a big old ginormous hill. What does this sign say? Trucks use lower gear. All right, we'll find out. It is a steep hill. We got that driveway cleaned off. It says 55 mile an hour, but I think that'd be a little dangerous. Yep, we are on 213 North. We're driving every single mile of 213 today in Ohio. Wow, this is a heck of a curve. This is a curvy little road. Now this is saying 20 mile an hour. Mile an hour. Looks like we're coming into another little town, or not a town, but just a community. Don't even have a name. Island Creek Cemetery. Oh, we're way up high. That is a big cemetery. Hilltop Fellowship Church. So we're in Knox Township. Population of 244. There's no Volkswagen, a boat, An army jeep. Amish wagon. They got a little museum over there. There's a sign, 213 North. Well, at least we're still on the right road. And right there, that building there is where I used to get. I bought 2 or 3 Honda mowers there, a couple of weed eaters. But they have moved to Wintersville. They wanted to move to Weirton, but that did not work out. I know one thing, there would be a lot of deer out here if you were driving out here at nighttime. Wow, there's an abandoned, we're in Knoxville, there's an abandoned building right there. How cool. All right, we're coming to an intersection. We have to read the signs or we'll get lost. It says 213, turn left. All right, Richmond 8 miles, Empire 4 miles. Well, I know where Empire is. I know where Richmond is. Richmond is on 43. So I suspect that we're going to go up here and make another right. Matter of fact, when I look down the hill there, I can see the valley where the Ohio River is. So if you ever look this up on the map, you know, we are running just a couple of 3 miles west of the Ohio River. Head north towards Wellsville. East Liverpool. If you keep going, you'll run into Pittsburgh. If you keep running the river, of course. Right. Oh, ran off the road again. Got me some beeping. All right, junction 213 again. I'm suspecting we're going to turn right here. I don't think I've ever been on this part of the road. Hammondsville, 5 miles. So to stay on 213, we're going to make a right. There's a nice little store here. Knoxville Carryout. gas, beer, wine, deli. Nice. Well, that oak tree is dead. They need to remove that. Truck north 213. Wow, this is a heck of a curve right here. I bet you a few people have kept going right here, especially coming from the other way. Man. Tell you what, there's some nice... I live in Weirton, and there are so many scenic routes you can take. There's a road up here that the locals will say is better than the Tail of the Dragon, but I am going to find out where that is. I'm going to run it. What I find neat about Route 213 is it turns left off of Route 7, and then about 20 miles up the road it ends back in Route 7 again. Wow, look at that church. That's beautiful. Got a big cemetery. What is the name of that? New Somerset Christian Church. Oh, beautiful. Another big curve. Now we're in Saline, S-A-L-I-N-E, Township. I wish y'all could see to the left right here. It's like being up on a mountain. It's a beautiful view. That might have been an Amish house. I'm not real sure. Another big curve and a 40-mile-an-hour, well, a 20-mile-an-hour hill. So 20-mile-an-hour S curves. Just a bunch of old houses out here, you know, and I'm not seeing a lot of rundown stuff. Most of the stuff out here looks like it's being decently taken care of to me. Wow, that's a crazy looking valley. That is beautiful. Wow, this is a big switchback right here. And I was daydreaming. I don't know if it warned you about this or not, but this is like a 180 switchback. Check this out. Hammondsville. Beautiful. That's a beautiful valley right here. We're in Hammondsville, Ohio. To Route 213 North. A lot of people coming out of the school. It's a big, nice school there. Yeah, we're going over a big creek, but I don't know the name of it. It's froze over big time. I bet you if they have a flood, I bet you this whole place just floods. All right. 213 North. I'll pull over right here for a moment. There's a guy in a pickup truck behind me. Just all he wants is to be in front of me. There he goes. I let those people in a hurry go. There's no sense of aggravating them. Don't look like his truck runs too good, if you ask me. Some people just want to be in front of you, and it don't matter to me anymore. I turned 58 years old the other day. I'm just trying to enjoy myself. Look at that. He wanted to be in front of me so bad, and he's going, where's he going? Nowhere. I love people. I really do. people in front of me, they didn't slow down for that railroad track, but I did. I don't really care nothing about bouncing. I've never been down this part of 213. Now, there's a hobby shop, Brown's Hobby Shop, and it's a wonderful place. They've got internet prices on Traxxas, you know, everything from Horizon Hobbies. They also sell propane. They'll sell you propane in the middle of the night. If it's 2:30 in the morning and you need propane, you call them. They'll come out. Sean and Jeff will come out, sell you propane. And they also have 3 professional RC racing tracks. They have one track that's kind of like a supercross track. They put in a dirt circle track. And they have a nice carpet indoor track. And it looks like we're already up to the hobby shop. There it is. You look on there. Well, down there on your far left is where the racetrack is. Of course, it's covered with snow. And then the hobby shop is that brown building over there. And that's where the racetrack is. Brown's Hobby Shop. Sean was outside filling a propane tank as we speak. And they also have a marina there on this creek that goes out to the Ohio River. So Brown's Hobby Shop is a great place to do business at, and I'm going to tell you that right now. I wish I knew the name of this creek, but I don't. The address for this place is Irondale, but I don't know if we went through. I don't know if that school was in Irondale. I thought that might have been Irondale. I'm not real sure. I've never been through there before, but it's a beautiful drive. There's a railroad bridge right there. The creek's getting really big. There's a dam right downstream from here called New Cumberland Dam. It's in Empire, Ohio. And the other side is New Cumberland, West Virginia. So I guess, it probably, that dam probably backed this water up. There's also a rest area right here. Yeah, it's really nice. So we're back to Route 7, and we're going to make a left on Route 7 and go up to Wellsville. So this really concludes the video. Every mile of Route 213 North. In Ohio, from Steubenville up to basically Wellsville. I'm going to include getting to Wellsville in this video. Now I'm going to make a little video of Wellsville, then I'm going to take 39 North all the way to Carrollton to go to my safety class. To my hydrogen sulfide class. Yeah, to go to Wellsville, since for downtown you use 3rd Street exit. And we are hitting the Wellsville city limit sign. But there's a facility right here where you can unload crude oil. And they also sell fracking sand up here. So we're not going to take the 3rd Street exit for our little tour of Wellsville right now. We're going to take the Clark Avenue Wellsville International Facility, which is right on the Ohio River. Yeah, why they're telling you to go up to the 3rd Street exit is because they're not wanting a lot of traffic if you go straight right here. It's just a little bumpy road, goes by some houses. And you'll still end up on 3rd Street. But we're gonna make a right here and check out some of this Wellsville intermodal facility. Yeah, here on the left, I guess they import fertilizer. So you can go in there and get a load of fertilizer with your semi truck. Yeah, you can see a big pile of it right over there. That's a crude oil hauler right there, I do believe. Right here on the left is where they sell fracking sand. And there is only one truck here right now. It looks like he's already loaded. In Midwest, midstream, you go straight down that road and it takes you, we'll turn around at that facility. And there's like 8 unloading bays right here for crude oil. Harvest, they unload the crude oil right here, and then they pump it over to the Marathon facility. So we're just going to turn around right here. If you look over there really close, you can see 2 semis unloading crude oil, and then they load all the way up to here. And when those two tanks get to a certain level, it automatically sends it over to the Marathon tanks, which are on the river in Wellsville. And those big tanks there, those tall tanks, I guess they have sand in them, but you just pull on that rack right there and they load fracking sand. So there's a big port, we're just right over the railroad tracks on the river, so they unload all that stuff off the river. Then they put it on trucks. Then the crude oil, it goes over, like I said, to the Marathon facility, and then they load it on to barges. So Marathon makes a lot of asphalt down in Ashland, Kentucky, so they'll load asphalt onto one of their barges, and they'll bring it up here and unload it and start selling it. The trucks will come and pick the asphalt up and they'll take out and pave with it. And then after they do that, they'll load crude oil. The crude oil here is really light. As a matter of fact, it's above 50 gravity. It's kind of like a solvent. So when that barge gets back down to Ashland, Kentucky, Catlettsburg, it has cleaned the inside of that barge. So they just pump it out, and whatever asphalt that gets mixed in with the crude oil, they just run it back through the refinery again. So we're going to take a little tour of Wellsville here. We got time. Wellsville is just another old town on the Ohio River. There's the town inn. It looks like it used to be a motel, but probably, more than likely, the road we're on right now used to be Route 7 before they built the 4-lane. So I'm guessing that this used to be Route 7 back in the day. Pep's Mini Mart, that looks pretty cool. One way, do not enter. Now, I do not know my way real good around Wellsville, but I do know how to get to the marathon facility. So we're gonna go there and turn around. Look there, that guy, he's busy. Smoking him a cigarette. Yeah, so you turn left here to go back, to get back on the main Route 7. And also 39 starts like right here. But we're gonna go straight. This is how you get to downtown Wellsville. I used to drive a semi down this road. You gotta turn right here. It's tight. There's another little convenience store. The Big W. They got lottery. Wellsville Area Chamber of Commerce. Alright, we're going to turn right here. It's a lot of turns to get back to the marathon facility. Wow, there's like 3 pontoon boats sitting there. So when you're driving a truck, you have to get like way over here. A semi, I mean, with a trailer. And to make this turn, you gotta hug this right here to keep from hitting that yellow pole. Just go right down through here. That big white tank is the marathon facility. And they also sell asphalt right here. Oh, there's a marathon truck down here unloading crude oil right now. It's pretty cool. Yeah, they got a couple of tanks here. And they're loading asphalt over here on the left. Looks like. Alright, we're going to turn around and head back through town. Yeah, we're just doing a little tour of Wellsville right now.